Hello dear students, hope you are doing well. Myself Anand Singh. Today I am planning to discuss some important questions from GRE. Let us begin. So dear students, this is the first question. For a certain event, 148 people attended. If all 148 had paid full admission price, the total revenue would be 3 times the cost of sponsoring the event. As it happens, only 50 paid the full admission price and other paid nothing. We have to select which column is bigger. Column A stands for total revenue. Column B stands for the cost of sponsoring the event. So we have to select that which one of them is bigger, right? So let us suppose that the cost of sponsoring is C. See, cost of sponsoring and cost of ticket is X. If all of them paid, revenue will be 148X, which will be 3 times the sponsorship cost. It means C will be equal to 148 by 3, that is 49.3X. So the cost of sponsoring the event is 49.3X. And if what is the total revenue collected? Only 50 of them paid. It means that the total revenue collected is 50X. So which one is bigger? The total revenue is bigger. It means the answer is the quantity in column A is greater, right? Let us move to the next question. A car dealer sold 2 trucks at 40,000 each, resulting in 25% profit of one car and a 20% loss on the other car, right? The dealer net gain, the dealer net loss. Now here the question is, he sold 40,000 each. On one, he got a profit of 25%. It means if the cost of the first truck is X, then 1.25X is equal to 40,000. It means that the cost of first truck was 40,000 divided by 1.25. That gives me around, I can solve it like this, divided by 5 by 4. So this is 5 times 8. So that is around 32,000. Whereas he sold another at a loss of 20%. It means 0.80 times of Y. Let us suppose that the cost of second truck is Y, then this is 40,000. It means Y is 40,000 divided by 0.8, and when calculated this gives me 50,000. It means what is the cost of 2 trucks? X plus Y was 32 plus 50,000, which is 82,000. And the selling price of 2 trucks, that is 40,000 into 2, which is 80,000. Now if I see the profit, there is no gain. There is, if you say gain, that will be selling price minus cost price. So selling price minus cost price here gives you minus 2,000. Dealer net loss is what? 82,000 minus this, so it is 2,000. So which one is greater? If you see the sign, you observe that this is negative and this is positive. So this one becomes greater. So quantity B is bigger. Third question. A study was conducted to determine the effectiveness of getting a flu shot at preventing the flu. 1,000 patients were studied. 500 who got a flu shot at least 3 months ago, and 500 who had not received a flu shot. The patients were then asked if they had caught the flu in the past 2 months. So this was the report. Patient group under 18, 18 to 30, 31 to 50 and so on. These are vaccinated who got the flu, and this is unvaccinated who got the flu. If we total this one, the first one gives you 18 plus 19, 37 and 37 and 13. It gives you 50. whereas this gives you 63, 95, 95 plus 80, 95 plus 80 plus 75, this gives me 1025. So it gives me 250, right? Now the question is, in the study, a patient who received a flu shot was how much less likely to catch the flu than the unvaccinated patient? Okay, the vaccinated patient catching flu is 50 out of 500. So this is, if I find this is just 10%, and the unvaccinated is 250 out of 500. That is, if I check this is 50%. So this is 10, that is 50. It means in the study, a patient who received a flu shot was how much less likely to get a flu than an unvaccinated passenger. Now the difference is what? Difference is 40. And as compared to this, it is 40 on 50, 100. It means 80% less likely, right? So what he was asking, a patient who received a flu shot was how much less likely to catch the flu than as compared to unvaccinated patient. So unvaccinated patient is 50%, vaccinated is 10%. The difference is 40 out of 50. So that is 40 by 50 into 100, that is 80% less likely. Let us go to next question. A tank contains 5,000 gallons of water Spring. It leaks 100 gallons of water every 15 minutes. So it is leaking 100 gallons in 15 minutes. It means 400 gallons per hour it's leaking. But it is simultaneously filled at the rate of 50 gallons per hour. This is leaking, but he is filling at 50 gallons per hour. It means the difference in 1 hour is minus 350. That is leakage of 350 gallons per hour. After how much tank will the tank be empty? How much there was initially? 5,000. So I simply divide 5,000 by 350. I get 5 times 100, 5 times 7. So that is around 100 divided by 7. So that will be 14.98 and 20. 7 times 14 is 98. We get 2 and we get 20. Then 7 times 3. So around 14.29 hours. Option number D. Next question. R is S percent of 80. S is R percent of 125. Which is bigger? R or S? See, here he says R is S percent of 80. It means R is S into 4 by 5. Or you can say 5R is equal to 4S. The second one says S is R percent of 125. So this is also R into 5 by 4. It means 4S is equal to 5R. So both of them are saying that 5R equal to 4S. 5R equal to 4S. Or you can say R is 4 by 5 of S. It means R is smaller and S is bigger. So quantity A is bigger. So option number A. Next question. Quincy has 20,000 to invest in one of the two bank accounts and wants to earn as much money as possible in interest in the first year he invests. The amount of interest earned on Quincy's money in the saving account that earns 7.5 interest, and the amount of interest earned on Quincy money in CD that earns 5.25 compounded monthly. Now here see, the first one is simple interest. So the total amount of interest will be 20,000 into R into 1 by 100 because it's only for 1 year. So when I calculated this gives me around $1,500. Whereas if we observe here, it is compounded monthly, so the amount will be 20,000 into 1 plus 5.25 divided by 12 because it's monthly, so I divide the rate by 12 and then divided by 100 to the power of how number of periods in 1 year, so it's monthly, so I will take 12. Now I calculate this amount, it is 20,000 times, if I work on my calculator, it is 5.25 divided by 1200 and then plus 1, then raised to power of 12, that gives me 1.05378, then multiplying by 20,000 I get 21075. So 21075, and in the first case it was so here the compound test will be 21075 minus 20,000, that will be 1075, and here it is 1500. So which is more? Quantity A is greater. So I will go with quantity A. Two more to go. Consider the relative frequency distribution as shown above. What is the mean of the random variable being measured? So remember, when relative frequency is given, then mean is what? Mean is the sum of all xi into fi, where fi is the relative frequency, or you can say RFI, right? So it is basically, this is 0 into this is how much? 27.5%. So I write 0 into 27.5% or 0.275 plus 1 into this is 20%, so it is 0.20 plus 2 into this is 12.5% into 0.125 plus 3 into this is around say 17%, so 3 into 0.17 and then 4 into this is around 23%, right? So it is 0.23. So this is 0 plus 0.2 plus this is 0.25 plus 0.51 plus 0.92. When I add all of them, I get 0.45 plus 0.51 plus 0.92. If I add these two, I get 0.9692, so around 1.88. So I observe that this is the correct answer. One last question. A farmer has 34 feet of fence and wants to fence in his sheep. He wants to build a rectangular pen with one side found by the side of his barn. So the pen is something like this. This is the barn, and the other three sides say x, x and y. He has 34 feet of fence, so 2x plus y is equal to 34, and then the area should be 120 feet, that is x into y is equal to 120. Which of the following could be the length of the side of the pen opposite to the barn? So we need to find y. Which of the following could be y of A, B, C, D, E? So first of all, what I do, I just find the value of x from the second equation, which is 120 by y, and plugging in the first. So I get 240 upon y
plus y equal to 34. Now there are two ways of solving further. Either you can solve by forming a quadratic equation, right, or you can simply plug in. If you solve by forming the quadratic equation, then what you will do, 240 plus y square equal to 34y. So you get y square minus 34y plus 240 is equal to 0. Then I factorize using splitting the middle term, I get y minus 10 and y minus 24. So I get either y is equal to 10 or y is equal to 24. So I can have two answers, because here it says that multiple answers may be correct. Select all that applies. So I have two answers, B and E. If you don't want to solve it by using quadratic, what you can do, you can simply plug in 8. When you plug in the first option 8, you get 240 by 8 plus 8. You find that this is 30 and plus 8 is not equal to 34. So you rule out this. You plug in 10, you get 240 upon 10, 240 upon 10 plus 10. So that is 24 plus 10, it comes out to be 34. So this is true. Similarly, you can check for all of them. This and this will be ruled out, and this will be again the answer. So dear students, hope you have understood all the questions. If you have any problem, just write down in the comment. I will get back to you. You can also call my phone number, which is given on the screen. Keep on watching my videos. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.